This is interesting. The National Football Association, the Players Association, the union, hands out a survey at the end of the second half of the season to all their players, and like 80% of the players responded in the survey, and they rated all the organizations as to the job they do on behalf of their players. That includes training facilities, that includes dietitians, that includes weight rooms, that includes equipment, that includes travel, hotels, accommodations, things of that. Miami Dolphins, Minnesota Vikings were rated number 1 in the NFL by the players for how they treat their players to get them ready, to get them healthy, what they do for them. This will shock you. The worst one was the Washington Commanders, which have crap facilities. They've had a lousy owner. That's all changed now in the last calendar year. Washington was last at 32nd. Do you know who was 31st? Kansas City.
Really?
The Chiefs.
Amazing.
They gave a letter grade of F to the Chiefs ownership, the Hunt family, which is
really
tremendous reputation,
Yeah.
spectacular people in the community. They gave them an F because the facilities are bad. The dietitian rules are ridiculous. They don't like the travel, the quarters, the meeting rooms, the equipment rooms, the weight rooms, the sauna. They gave them an F on virtually every category.
Wow.
Just absolutely amazing. And the third worst, your Chargers.
Really?
Yeah, they give the Spanos family D's almost across the board.
That's not surprising.
But they gave the Hunt family F's, which just kind of really
That's a surprise.
blew me away. Okay, that's one topic. Next topic, NFL rule change. Now, this has just surfaced at the Combine, and evidently this is going to happen. They're going to change the kickoff rule again in the National Football League. They're going to, we believe it's going to be voted on at the spring meetings. They're going to have a one-year experiment, radically change the kickoffs. They moved the kickoffs up to try to stop all the violent collisions with guys returning kickoffs. And what happened is we had a ton more touchbacks. We had a lot more fair catches, and guys still got hurt who were trying to run kicks back. The XFL, the spring league, had an experiment in which John Riley's kicking off to Hacksaw.
Mm-hmm.
You're at my 35-yard line. That's where the kickoff is. My lead blockers are at my 30-yard line, just 5 yards away from you.
Oh, wow.
You say, why the hell would do that? The guy kick it in the end zone, it's touchback. Well, you don't want to touchback because the ball comes out to 35.
Mm-hmm.
So you pooch kick it, sky kick it, whatever. But the guys at the line of scrimmage cannot move until the ball has been caught by me. And then guys will block and guys can start to rush towards me as I try to take it back from the 5-yard line.
Interesting.
So it sounds weird. It sounds like it's just really rigged. What they're trying to do is stop the horrors of the injuries of the collisions.
Yeah.
And they have more injuries on kick and punt returns, blindside blocks, knees, that whole thing, than they do on any other line of scrimmage play. Now, it'd be absurd for you to be standing at my 35 and you're going to kick it to me, but your guys can't move. My blockers can't move until I catch the ball at the goal line at 5 and start to bring it out. So you're not having these guys going full tilt bozo all the way down the field with the violent collisions. I know it's absurd to me, but that's what's being discussed. King James, Lakers, Clippers. Last night, I don't know if anybody saw this. LeBron James went off for 24 points in the fourth quarter. LeBron outscored the Clippers in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Clippers blew a 21-point lead in L.A., lost to the Lakers. LeBron was just beyond himself, hitting threes, taking it to the basket. When they doubled him, he dished it to the corner. Lakers kept hitting threes. It was a phenomenal comeback. Only counts as one win. He played an exhaustive, I think, 41 minutes. But boy, LeBron, 24 in the fourth quarter, just amazing. Japanese, Shohei Ohtani. World's going crazy. Hits a home run in his first game with the Dodgers, went 1 for 3. Mm-hmm. There's 70 credentialed Japanese Korean media at Camelback Ranch. They photograph every move. They chart everything he does. In the middle of the night, last night, he sends out, I guess via Instagram to Tokyo, announcing as he's going for his first ring with the Dodgers, that he has a ring. He got married.
Oh.
The Japanese media went crazy.
Oh, I'll bet they did.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
This was in the middle of the night, our time, 4:00 in the afternoon back in Tokyo, where the story breaks. Every network TV newscast led with Ohtani got married.
Really?
That's a story. I mean, it's a really, really cool. He's unique. He's really unique. And then there's Jerry Jones. And boys, he got problems. Jerry's Jerry. He has been ordered by a judge to undergo DNA paternity testing to see if he's the father of a 27-year-old woman in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Jerry, quote, back in the day, had a relationship with a woman who gave birth. Jerry has provided for this 27-year-old financially for academics, going to college, getting multiple degrees, etc. But she's suing him to get him to admit he was the father, that it was a wedlock birth. Now, the theory is he doesn't want to do that because that opens him up maybe to more litigation in which this 27-year-old woman would want a piece of whom he is, Jerry's World and the team and states. But the judge ordered he has to have a paternity test. So Jerry's got stuff off the field in addition to stuff on the field with his quarterback, Dak Prescott, and contract and free agency. John, I threw a lot of topics up there. Boy, a lot of stories to talk about. Where do you want to go?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about the NFL kickoff because I agree that it's ripe for, horrible injuries. Why not just get rid of the thing entirely? I mean, what if they just started every series on the 20-yard line?
It's been discussed, but that people still think there's an exciting explosiveness to that type of play. They're just trying to stop the collisions.
But it seems that every time I watch the kickoff, 80% of the time they kick it past the end zone. And then if they don't, they usually fair catch it around the 10-yard line or something.
And it goes out to where it's supposed to go out to rather than but this is they put the ball in play, but you can't move down the field. So the return man has a chance to really haul it back.
Yeah.
Because you just got blockers on blockers and it can create seams. And here's the return man coming up the field without having all this gunfire coming at him.
Well, just a bit of a tangent on a punt when they call the fair catch. I remember it used to be that if you call the fair catch inside the 10, it was considered bad, because that's more likely going to be a touchback. But now they catch it. Why?
Stupid players.
But it seems that it's just generally accepted. I mean, even if it's inside the 20, sometimes it might be worth it to let the ball go.
Well, if it's a 10, it should be able to bounce into the end zone.
Right.
But it is weird. This year, I looked at it and said, why are you doing this? And you're standing at the 7-yard line. Now, but the gunners get down the fastest guys on the team are the outside gunners in kick coverage, and they get there. And so if the ball bounces sideways, boom, guy downs it. If it takes a high bounce, guy pins it at the 1-yard line. So, rookies do it more than anybody else. Why are you fielding a punt inside the 7-yard line? So what do you think about Ohtani? Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. What did he do? Sneak off to Vegas or something?
He didn't detail who, didn't detail when. He just said, we did it.
Yeah. So, I mean, he is, Mr. Everything in Japan, right?
Yep.
I mean, he's not just an athlete, he's a sensation. So good on him. If he's happy, he's content with his family life, that's going to settle well for the Dodgers, I think. Right?
Amazing. Nobody in Japan knew anything about Ukraine, Gaza, Trump.
But you would think he's got to be the most eligible bachelor in Japan for a while now.
Past tense.
Yeah, past tense. $700 billion deal or $1 million deal.
The networks led with this. There's like 6 different national news networks. That was the lead story on every one. And the papers, whole front page of the papers. Ohtani and pictures.
Well, I mean, you see the way the media shows up for batting practice. I mean, it's not surprising. It's just a different culture there. And I think it's cool.
On we go.